Hi, thanks for joining us in the bike studio. I've got a dodgy Rode microphone today. I hope it doesn't drop out. Today we're reviewing See.Sense's Icon light. This is a really, really good light in and of itself as a light, but it's got some other cool features you control via an iPhone or Android app. So let's get into it. 190 lumens, 295 lumen lights. Excuse me, you can see it from 2 kilometers away. I haven't tested that yet, but I will by driving to the other side of our valley and recording it from our house, about 1,500 meters, 1.5 k's away. Rest assured this thing is bloody bright, even in the daytime. You literally cannot look at it, or you shouldn't look at it. It hurts my eyes. Very, very bright, does the job at day or night. 15 hours non-stop flashing. This thing has got auto shutdown after 3 minutes of not riding, which is one of the features. Really, really good. It just stops after about 2 minutes 55 and you touch it, it starts up again. Small compact unit, comes with 2 of these bands in the package to attach to the seat post. Nice and simple. Rubber stop is not glued on, which I like. I hate glued on stops because they always come unglued. It wedges into the charging port. The charging port's the only thing I would fix about this light. Because it's recessed, it's actually really fiddly to get the male and female parts to mate up, and it's really finely engineered a micro USB charger, so that's something you need to be really careful of so you don't damage that, because once you've damaged that, that's pretty much it. You have to get a new light or get it repaired or whatever. So that's something they need to look at. I don't know if they'd stick it on the top or the bottom, but it's protected from the weather behind that rubber stop, which is important. IP67 rated, reasonably water repellent. It's a small compact unit, 65 grams. So you access the light, basic light functionality by pressing the button for 2 seconds, press it again to get solid. Very easy to use as a light. Okay, this is a really rock solid light. So where it really stands out is the app features. So you can control this thing from an iPhone or Android app. You get access to more flashing. You can more flashing patterns. You can turn the intensity up to 100% or down to 10% in increments of 10. You have got crash protection, you've got theft protection and low battery alerts, all of which are really good. Low battery alerts are self-explanatory. The theft protection works really well. All you do is turn it on in the app, single button, it turns the light off, which makes sense. Walk away, shut the app down. If the light detects any movement, bang, you get an alert straight away. That means that actually if someone bumps your bike, it's that sensitive, doesn't wait for movement, it's just the slightest amount of movement, you'll get, excuse me, an alert. Crash protection, this is actually, I said that the port was one thing that needed fixing. Crash protection potentially needs fixing. So here's how it works. You provision or you add in a phone number for someone you want to alert, a partner, a friend, whatever. You send it, initially when you set up, you send a text message. Now when I did that, it took about 7 minutes to pick up a GPS signal. I'm in a country area, there's good GPS signal strength here, there's no big buildings or reflections or anything like that. And it took 6 minutes just to set up for the test, and that's a very long time. When it did eventually work, it picked up my location being 40 k's away. So then I imitated a crash just by putting my light down and leaving it after moving it. And I got the alert straight away because I tested to myself, but it said 40 k's away. Now that's not of any use if a partner or wife or husband, whatever, is freaking out and gives emergency services the wrong GPS coordinates. That's not going to help anyone. So I don't know if that's my phone or the app, but that's something you need to bear in mind. I'll check that out with See.Sense and add comments to the video and to the post on the website. When I tested this again by changing the phone number to my wife's number, it picked up the GPS signal straight away correctly, okay? And it didn't take 6 minutes, it was like 10 seconds. And then I imitated a crash again and it sent her the right location where we live. So that's good. But the variability there is a bit of I guess a bit of a concern. One other thing about the crash alerts is I'd like to be able to change the message. You literally get, overlaid as a picture from my phone, you literally get a message saying I've crashed. Now I don't know about you, but I don't want a message going to my wife saying I've crashed. I'd rather control it and say something like, I've stopped unexpectedly on my ride, give me a ring to make sure I'm okay, or if I don't call you in a couple of minutes, ring me. Something like that. Simply sending a message going bang, I've crashed, I think is not all that helpful. So yeah, the app though works really well. You can update the firmware on the light. I actually had an early version of this light. I've got 2. I've got an early version of the light and the app, and it actually didn't update the firmware. It kept hanging. It was really, really painful. The new version of the app, with the new version of the app, I was able to update the old version of the firmware on the old light. So that's all good. And I updated the second light with no problem. So the new version of the app's rock solid. You can update firmware. Like I said, you can control the light, the flashing patterns, the intensity, crash protection, theft protection, you get low battery alerts. And the light itself is fantastic. Like I said, it's light, it's really bright, it works really, really well. Auto stop after 3 minutes, really well thought out. So if you're looking for a new light that's more than just a light, something a little bit more with those cool features, I highly recommend See.Sense's Icon light. It's a fantastic light, really bright, and it will get the job done. See you guys in the bike studio next time. Subscribe up there. Next video there, there's a complete walkthrough of the actual app and how to configure it down there. So for all you techie nerds, make sure you check it out down there. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.